just me.
Well, good morning and welcome to the program this morning. Of course, you know I always say it, even if I am outside, it is a wonderful day to be alive. Well, we are out of studio this morning and we are here at the Logos Hope. We are, and then of course you have the beautiful carnage behind me. Anyway, so those of you who are looking at the program, a few weeks ago, we had with us Jedida and Fidelis when the boat was preparing to come to Grenada, but now the boat has been here for 2.5 weeks, there's about, and we have just a few more days to go on the boat, and so we decided let's just come and see how things are on the Logos. So you are going to be going along with me as I interview a few individuals from on the ship, as well as just get to see one of the most interesting parts of the tours on the ship, which is the journey of life. So let's go with me as we go up to the Logos Hope. This morning I am going to be chatting first with Emma, who is a young lady from South Africa. She is also one of the persons who work along with her team to ensure that the books that so many people come onto the Logos Hope for, that all of that is properly organized. So we will chat with Emma first. You've been on the ship how long?
So it's actually my second time. So I was a stepper last year from January to March. Was here for 3 months and then I came back in August. And now I've been here 7 months.
In total?
In total, I've been here 10 months.
Oh, well, you're almost staying on the ship. Yes. Okay, so right now we are right here in the book fair itself, right? So seeing that your job is really behind the scenes, when you come up, do you interact directly? Because right now we have a lot of children back there, we have a lot of schools and so forth. Do you get generally to interact with those, or wherever you are on the ship, that's where you stay? How does that work?
So obviously after hours, so I work from 8 to 5. So after hours, if I want to come to deck, I'm always welcome. The deck is open to everyone that lives on board. Right. But for myself, I mainly just stay down in the hold, and then maybe throughout the day, sometimes when I come to a project up here, then I can interact with people.
Okay, so just one little personal question before you go, because I know I've taken you away from your time. So what it is that inspired you to come join the Logos Hope?
So I'm a big bookworm. I absolutely love reading. So coming here, I really hope that I could interact with people as well as selling books, and most importantly, so we share knowledge, help and hope. Yes. And especially the knowledge part is through the books. So that was the main reason why I came.
Really? Well, I mean, I love to read too, but I'm not so sure if I am going to come for 10 months to be around books, but that inspires me to continue to read much more. Okay, so on board here, just in case there are authors, Grenadian authors, looking on, if you had to get your book onto, the Logos Hope for sale, how is that done? Is that easily done?
Well, there's a process of different things that you can do. So first you have to give a donation. So for a donation amount of books, if it sells well, then we can maybe contact you in future to see if we can sell it again. But the first part is just to kind of launch it. Right. But you would contact our department head, the person that's in charge of book fair, and he can take it from there.
Oh, no. Well, I really need, I'm glad you said it, but I'm going to say it my way. So here what? I know that there are some of you who are authors. Like me, I may not be the biggest one. I don't even know if people know I write. But anyway, I have a book. So there are some people who are looking, who honestly might just have a book, and you might be like, here what? I want my book to get out there, especially, and I'm not saying it has to be religious books alone, right? But you may have some good content, and you might just want to try the Logo. But hell, this is not about making money. So we're making that very clear. You give a donation first of the book. It's a book, right? Not money.
Yeah, the book.
Right. You give a donation of the book. About how many? If it is that somebody had to do that, generally, I know they have to talk to whomever, but generally how much? No less than 10?
Yeah, 20 to 50 books.
Right. Okay, that is good. So you heard that. All right. And I'm saying that too because we've had at least 2 authors, 3 actually, Joan Purcell, Amanda Jack, and Amy. So I'm just calling Grenadian authors here who have been on the program. And if it is that you want your book to be a part of what you do, what we're doing on the Logo Soap, and I'm saying we, you heard that, it was not a mistake, we're doing on the Logo Soap, then you can definitely come on down. So, I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I am so grateful that you can take the time out to share with us. So, I suppose you're going back down to the hold?
I'm going back down to the hold.
Thank you so much again for allowing us to interview you. All right? God's blessings on you as you go back. What's the next country you all are going to?
The next country is Aruba.
So that's a good little way off.
Yes.
All right? So all the best there, and God's blessings on you.
Thank you so much, Wendy.
All right, bye-bye. So right now, I am chatting with Suka.
Yes.
You know what? Your name actually sounds very similar to Soka. So it's not Soka, it's Suka. All right.
Yeah, actually, the full name is Sukanzila, which means waymaker in my language.
And you are from?
I'm from Zambia.
Waymaker. You hear what? You know what? When this interview is over, I think you'll need to write this down for me. I love it.
Yes.
Say it over. Suka.
Sukanzila.
Oh my goodness, Sukanzila. But now I see why they're just calling you Suka, because you can imagine what will happen to the rest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, Suka, thank you very much for allowing us the time to interview you. Tell me what you do on board the ship.
Yeah, so I work as the associate personnel manager on board, basically HR, and I've been doing that for the last 8 months. Yeah, before that I used to work in the deck departments, the marine side of things on board.
Oh, so you've been on ship for how long?
I've been on the ship for about 2 years and 2 months, give or take. Yeah.
You staying here?
Yes.
Okay, so when you say you're doing HR, because I'm thinking people might be thinking, well, it's a ship. What HR are you talking about?
Yeah.
What, give us a little more detail concerning that.
Yeah, so the main thing with the role that I do is really about people care, because a big part of it is also making sure that we're looking after the well-being of the people, spiritually, emotionally. That is a big part of it.
And you're talking your staff?
Our staff and crew. And also, apart from that, we also do the normal administrative work, which includes the placement of jobs, determining who they're going to be staying with regards to the cabins, determining what roles a person fits in. Right. So we are looking at a holistic approach for them on board.
That is interesting.
And that is part of my job.
But I'm thinking many people might not be thinking that all of this is happening on board. It's like we look from especially if we just coming on to purchase here at the book fair, we're just thinking, hey, well, it's a boat, not thinking of all the intricacies of it. So you've been here, you said 2 years and months. How long again do you have? Or do you plan to stay?
So it's going to be about 3 years altogether. So I have about 10 months remaining. And hopefully then I move on to the next thing that God has for me.
I love it. I love it.
But for now,
just personally though, what it is that inspired you to get involved with the Logo Soap?
Yeah, I think the mission in itself, the idea of having to travel around the world to share God's love with people, to share this gift of life that God has given us with people who do not know about God, who do not know about Christ. So that was one of the major inspirations. I wanted to be part of this. I wanted to reach out to the world and share that with people who do not know Him. And this ministry, this ship provided that platform for us to do that.
Right. Well, Suka, you look very much the evangelist to me anyhow. And I'm really, really grateful for the opportunity. Well, we can see how busy this is. Yes. My goodness. And I'm thinking that you all love that. The busier it is, the better.
Because we have people coming in, it means we have an opportunity to interact.
Of course.
It's not only a give, we also take, because a big part of it is also learning from the people who are coming on board.
Right.
So this is a beautiful thing when we see this many people coming around.
That is good. One last question.
Yes.
As it relates, because I was chatting with one of your crew members some time ago, and she mentioned, but only briefly in passing, that there are ship families. So as you're talking HR, what do you mean by this? I didn't get a chance to ask her what that meant.
Okay.
So I'm asking you now.
Yes, so a big part of it about the well-being of the people on board is also to try and make sure that they're integrated well, to try and make sure that they're taken care of, and to try to make it as cozy and feel like home as possible. So what we do is when people join, we have ship parents. These are more adult people who are older, more mature,
Yes.
who take on the responsibility of parenting, some of the younger people on board. More of mentoring, really.
Wow.
So you have maybe a couple that is responsible for, say, 10 young adults, and they can go to these people to talk about anything that they're going through. The challenges maybe with the work, or maybe their personal things that they're struggling to adjust with. So that sort of gives them that figure where they can run to, somebody who they can be open to and express themselves to. And yeah, that really helps in terms of their well-being. It makes it feel more like home. Because
because they're away from home. Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, I did say one question, but I have to ask another.
No, sure thing. Sure thing.
Because I am thinking, even as you are mentioning, how you're making people feel at home and so, some persons who might be looking at the program might be saying, how do I get on board? So seeing that you are HR, I'm thinking you are the right person. How can Grenadians who might be very interested get on board and get a part of this family?
Yeah, so we do have partners. Specifically, one way people can come and join us is through Operation Mobilization, OM. And in all the countries, we do have representatives of OM. And even here in Grenada, we do have people who are with OM in the Caribbean.
Okay.
And these are the people who can basically facilitate that joining. Now, I do not have a contact with me now, which I can say.
Fine. Yeah.
But if you do visit the website, gbaships.org, you're able to find people who can help you or facilitate that transition. We have people who have joined from the Caribbean, from the different countries, the different islands.
We have Grenadians on board?
At this time, we're working on somebody coming to join us.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah,
that is
so
wonderful. Great.
Everybody is welcome. We're really open to that idea of people who want to come and serve with us, who want to be part of this. And if you are really eager to, feel free to come and join us and visit us while we're here in this port. And you can learn more and find out more about how it is. But once we leave, the first step would be probably going to the website, finding that contact of OM, and then, they will facilitate that transition.
All right. Thank you very much, Suka.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, then. Bye. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
It is good to see you.
To see you.
Folks, some of you might have remembered Amanda. Amanda came on the program some time ago. But here I met her on the Logo Soap. So let's find out what Amanda is doing here. You volunteering?
I'm volunteering. One day at church, somebody came and they spoke about the boat and what it was about, and I thought, books, I love reading. What better place to be than here?
Okay, so what is your job on the ship?
I'm an ambassador tour guide, so I take people off around the ship. Plus, I take them to this wonderful passage here called the Journey of Life.
Okay. When I was on board too long ago, I wasn't here, but I remembered here. Don't know if I could remember the full story, but just tell us a little bit about it, because of course the journey seems to be full right now with a lot of visitors. But just tell us what that is about.
It's quite popular with the children. I guess it's the pictures, the animations, it's colorful. The Journey of Life is a story of choices and the consequences that happen as a result of the choices. We try to emphasize with the children, make good choices, you have good consequences. Bad choices, of course, lead to bad consequences. And so we take them through the story of a father and his two sons, one son being responsible, the other son being irresponsible, and what happened to both as a result.
Also, the prodigal son is a scripture that is being used. Okay, excellent. Nice. So how many persons work here generally? In terms of, so more volunteers work this?
Yeah, we have 2 in the morning shift and we have 3 volunteers in the afternoon shift.
So for those of you who wanted to volunteer, but it's too late now,
Yes.
But this could have been part of what you are doing. So we're going to just journey through very quickly through the journey of life. And yeah, and then I'm thinking that we end up in the eye cafe.
The eye cafe.
Well, it's a pity I won't get anything to eat, but let's go.
Ice cream. Yeah, so we have on the walls the intro is some people at various points in their life.
Okay.
And we transition to the story of the father here and his two sons.
Excuse us a little
and
bit.
he's speaking to them here about life and choices.
Right.
Good behavior versus bad behavior. What we will say as acceptable versus unacceptable. Now in the story, the older brother is cast in the role of the responsible brother, the one who works. While the younger brother is the ne'er-do-well brother. He's kind of selfish, wants to do what he wants.
And dreaming about
going to city. He wants to be in town in the bright lights and everything happening on the farm, kind of boring now.
Yeah.
And then amazingly the father gives them some money.
Yeah.
And tells them, well, do whatever you want. Now imagine that. And the responsible brother does the responsible thing, says, I'll save.
Right.
And then the younger brother says, aha, this is the moment that I have been waiting on.
Course.
I've been given the key to a ball. I've been given the key to my personal freedom. And we see him biking away to the city over here.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's long been dreaming about living in the city and all the good things that could happen in the city. So he bikes away over to the city. And in the city, he meets this temptress, Delilah. She looks pretty, but she has some friends that are not as pretty, that are not as good. They have deviant and perverse behaviors. Pretty soon, that younger son, who isn't accustomed to this kind of life, he finds himself caught up in the smoking, the drinking, in the partying. Ooh, and he finds himself at a blast.
Spending all the money.
And we know once you're in blast, you never come out. So here he is blasting away, being cheered on by those new friends he's had. Until one day he realizes he's broke. Poor me, I have nothing to spend. No food to eat. My apartment's rent is coming due. I may have gotten sick. How do I pay for the doctor? And as usual, the things that his father said to him not to do, not to be involved in, that's the very same behavior now he finds himself doing. God is nice, son turned a criminal.
Jesus.
And sadly, those friends he would have met in the city, now they turn on him. They beat him up, bully him,
left him.
And the bike that he used to come to town, they steal. What does he have?
Oh no, so he ended up in the garbage.
Yeah, here he is at KFC or at Subway in town or Funky Chicken, looking through garbage, trying to find something to eat. This from a boy who had servants cooking for him at home. That's where he ended up. And finally,
he started to think about it.
He started to think about it. He has learned his lesson that maybe daddy was right. And what the older brother was saying was the correct path. That the choice he made to come to town, what does that get me? What does it profit me? And so he starts remembering home and what home life was, all the good times at home. And this boy made the miraculous decision to head back home.
To come back home.
All broken, a bit worse than when he left. But he has made that courageous decision because he needs some courage to go back.
To go back home.
Beautifully, wonderfully, lovingly, the father has been looking for him and waiting for him with arms wide open.
I love it. I love it.
Acceptance. You understand? After all he's done, the father is still waiting to embrace him. This is actually my favorite picture in the whole journey. It's just the love and the welcome that, hey, you're dirty, but I still see you. You're still mine, and I'll take you back. And this son, who was so lovingly embraced, my second favorite picture, he is now contrite. He is now humbled. He now says, Father, I'm sorry. I did something bad. I want to come back home, not as your son, but as a servant. Hey, he has gone through a transformation and metamorphosis And then the father, being so happy to have him back, says, no, you're not my servant. You will never be my servant. You are my son. You have always been my son. Despite what you have gone through, despite what we have went through, you are still my son. Amazingly, the older son is still there on the farm.
Yep.
He's never left. He continues to work for the father, to do what the father has asked of him to do. He continues being the responsible son. And so the father leads the younger son off, and he prepares this wonderful feast, this wonderful Sunday dinner for him. The macaroni pie and the baked chicken and the stir-fried rice and the salad and all these things we are accustomed to, the fruit juices. Here he is enjoying a meal from the father. And just over yonder, we had a picture of him searching through the garbage looking for something to eat. And we had all this food at home waiting for him.
This is amazing.
And Daddy, being the good father that he is, he goes to the older son and he invites him. Won't you come in and have dinner with us? Your brother which was lost, your brother which had gone astray and away, he's now back home, and I'm throwing a feast for him. Look, see? I have a seat there for you.
Yeah, wow.
We never forgot you even while you were in the field. Come and join us. Yes? And so we come to this place, this crossroad in life. Everybody will come to it eventually, some sooner than later, where we have to decide which of the brothers will we be, what life will we have, which journey will we choose. And it is our hope that you are going to choose a responsible life, making good choices that will end you up in paradise with that wonderful Father. The journey of life.
It's either you know the scripture real good or they taught you really well.
It's a bit of both.
A bit of both.
A bit of both.
But I definitely enjoy. It is really a journey.
It's a journey.
And I also like the fact that when you have finished purchasing all the books,
yes,
you can now.
You come to this. It
and
was good seeing you.
Cafe.
So, enjoy the coffee.
Thank you very much, Amanda.
You're welcome. Don't be a stranger. Not at all.
All right.
All right.
Well, I am here with Ron, and around me, not just, it's Ron is good company. We're going to talk to Ron in a while, but I'm getting hungry too because we are at the iCafe. But I'm going to try to ignore the smell of wonderful food in the background, and I'm going to chat with Ron. Ron, good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
It is good to have you.
Thank you.
Just allowing us to take you away from your busy schedule and just chatting with us right now.
Love it.
What do you do on board?
So I have the privilege to be heating up a team which is responsible for all the training, non-technical training for our crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of the volunteers, like we chatted a while ago with volunteers from Grenada, persons like that, or
no? So volunteers are here just for one port.
Right.
All the long-term crew who's here with us for 3 months or longer, they're getting some training as well.
Training.
Yeah.
So just give me a little more information concerning that training. What does that entail generally?
So it entails things like how do you engage with different cultures, since we're such a multi-culti ship. We all have our own biases, etc. How do you actively and thrive in a community with so many different cultures?
Interesting. Yeah. And you are from Holland.
I'm from the Netherlands, as they also might call it. Yeah.
So have you ever been to Curacao?
No, not yet. But a few months from now we'll.
The ship is going there.
Yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that is a good thing. Okay. Because we're running off, and I just grabbed you just for a moment there. Tell me anything that you would like to say to Grenada as you are leaving, because you all are leaving the port very soon.
Very soon, yeah.
What would you like to say to us?
So this is not the first time that this ship has been in your or has been visiting your beautiful country. We've been here in 2009. We've been here in 2017, and we've we've been here now, and obviously we would love to come back at some point. You guys are super hospitable. It's a lovely culture, great food, great spices. So obviously we would love to come again. Also, please come and visit us while we're still here. We have a few more days in your port, so please come and visit us. And for all you young people, we have an event on Friday evening called Activate, which you actually can't miss. So please show up for that. It will be amazing. And thank you for having us.
Right, so Ricky, it is great to have you, not to meet you because I've met you before,
Yes.
but great to have you on this interview.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about you first. Anything that you're willing to share.
Oh, okay, so good. I am Ricky, as you said. I am from India. I've been on board for the last 4 months, a little over the last 4 months.
Oh, you just got here.
Just got it, yes. Yeah, I work in the media department of the ship, and I'm a media relation officer. So what I mostly do is when our media comes on board, I facilitate with them to tell them about the ship and give them all the details that we have, so that the people of the land will get to know the ship is here, and they will be excited to come on.
No wonder I met you. Okay.
You met the right person.
Definitely. So as it relates to what has been happening in Grenada for what you've been here for about 3 weeks now?
2 weeks now.
2 weeks now, right?
Yes.
So what has been happening? How many people have come on board? Did you break the record from the last time? Tell us a little bit about that. How has it been?
Ever since we came to the Caribbean, it has been a lot of surprises. People are so eager to come on board, visit us, talk to us.
Yes.
It's not about just them knowing about us, but also us knowing about the culture, the people, how they live, the food especially.
Have you had oil now?
I did have oil.
Good.
I
Anyhow,
like it.
let me. You will. There is curry in it. You
Yes, yes. I mean, that's something I really love because it's spice. There's a lot of spices in it, and meat is also in this. So I'm all in for the food. But again, coming back to the question, till Sunday, the 2nd of March, till then we had 7,028 people come on board. Already.
Wow.
And we have 3 more days on board.
Yes.
On Grenada, and it's going to be the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes.
Today, tomorrow, and
Sunday.
day after.
So we're closing off Sunday coming, which
Sunday,
is the. My goodness, I forgot
it's the
my
9th
date.
of March.
It's the 9th, right?
It's the 9th of March.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So what can people expect for these last few days?
Last few days. So today evening we have something called Activate. It's for the youth of the land. If you are anywhere between 14 to 25, please do come visit this event. It's from 5:30 to 7:30, and all the details you can get it from the book fair. You can buy your ticket from the book fair, but just make sure you don't miss this event.
But people could also just come in and just come straight to it.
Yes, today.
Okay.
From Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the book fair will be open to the public, and on Sunday it will be open from 1 in the afternoon to 10 in the afternoon, whereas today and tomorrow, the Friday and Saturday, is going to be open from 10 in the morning to 10 in the evening.
Okay, right. So there is more time and on Saturday. Well,
Yes,
because I mean today is already Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay. In terms of because you mentioned that it's opening at 1 o'clock on Sunday,
1 to 10.
Right. Well, then again, a lot of people go to church anyway.
Yeah.
On Sunday morning.
And we want to
So
give the first
that's
stuff to the family so that they can come, and we also want to rest. It's one of our off days, so
makes
first
sense. Makes sense.
we take a break and we start from the afternoon.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, excellent. So as it relates, last question I'm thinking, as it relates to you, I'm just going a little bit back to the numbers, right?
Sure.
Did you have a figure that you haven't had in mind in terms of persons that you may have wanted to come on board? Were you looking for a target mark?
Good question. Thanks for the question. But again, we actually expect people to come on board, but we never have a target.
Right. Okay.
But
okay.
what is our target? 100% of the population of Grenada to come and visit us. But again, we always have been having so many people come on board all across Caribbean, and we are so excited to go to the next port and expect. We have no idea what we are going to expect there, but we are so excited.
Right. And your next port is?
We are going to Aruba.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. In the next 1 week, we'll set apart to Aruba. Yeah.
All right. So the ship is actually, so we close to the public on from Monday? When is the ship leaving Grenada?
So Tuesday to Sunday is our working days. Monday is the off day for the staff.
Okay.
So Monday will be an off day for the ship, and Tuesday morning is when we are gonna sail to Aruba.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you very, very much for coming.
Yes.
Grenada is accustomed to the Logos Hope.
Yes.
It really is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity again.
True.
So, thank you very much.
You're so welcome. It's an honor.
All right, blessings on you. Well, this has been a really exciting journey from the beginning of the boat right outside at the port, and now here we are and we're getting to see the whole of the Logos. It was really, really wonderful being here. I just want to take the opportunity to thank the team at the Logos Hope, to thank the media team, particularly headed by Ricky, who has allowed us to come on board. And really and truly, I just want to encourage all of us. We have just 2.5 more days. Today is Friday. You have tomorrow and you have Sunday, God's will. Come out and buy all the books. And for those of you who do have books and you want to sell, don't start thinking of the money yet. Please reach out to someone on board. So come on the ship, reach out to somebody, one of the team members, and you can make a donation of your books and see how you can get your books international. All right, it really was wonderful, as I said, being here. Thank you so much for viewing and listening this morning. We are going to see again next Friday, God's will. Goodbye.
You are my strength, strength like no other, strength